It brings me great joy to see that all of you are in such good spirits. Now, I have another question for you. Have any of you or your petits enfants ever written a letter to my friend Santa Claus at the North Pole? You? That's right, you big people can admit to this too. Well, here in France, when a child writes a letter to me, Père Noël, and puts the return address on the envelope, the French government pays the postage for my reply. Not bad, eh? Oh, and I get so many letters. You know, there is one letter that, if you don't mind, I would like to share with you. It's from a very special little girl. Her name is Babette. Now, Babette lives with her old Uncle Louis and her brother Francois on a farm outside of Le Beau in the mountains of Provence. Now, her letter will give you a little taste of the Christmas season here in France. Écoutez, listen. Dear Père Noël, even though my big brother Francois says that Christmas is for the babies, I am looking forward to la veille du petit Jésus and a visit from you. Well, of course she is. The watch night, that's our Christmas Eve, is a magical evening when my family and I sit around the fire drinking hot cider and listening to Uncle Louis tells the story of the birth of the baby Jesus. Well, anyhow, she goes on to say that her brother teases her about all of this. Oh, that Francois, you know, he does not believe in Christmas. He does not believe in Père Noël. Well, for me, nothing can surpass the magic of the watch night and the fragile beauty on the face of a little child on Christmas morning. Although Christmas is still several days away, Uncle Louis has secretly decorated the tree, and Francois has helped Babette to set up the crèche. Do you know this word, crèche? The nativity scene, one of the most important symbols of Christmas to the French, even though it was invented by an Italian. St. Francis of Assisi, but, well, you know, he's okay too. Now, you know the little figures that one puts into the crèche, Mary, Joseph, the wise man, little drummer boy? Well, in Provence, where Babette comes from, these little statues also include people from the village, like maybe the priest or the baker. Little figures carved out of clay, called santons. Little saints. Well, Babette's wish for Christmas last year was to get yet another santon for the crèche that she could put in the manger scene to look as though it were going to, you know, worship the baby Jesus. It's a nice custom. Well, last year, Babette was finally old enough to go to midnight mass with Uncle Louis. It was so beautiful, as Uncle Louis carried a brand new baby lamb to the priest to symbolize the Lamb of God, and then put the baby lamb in a cart. All everyone to see while the shepherds played the flutes and the drums. Oh, well, after Mass, they returned home for le réveillon, the big supper. Now, who here likes to eat at Christmas time? I see. Who here likes to eat all the time? Well, you know, the French, they are no different. For le réveillon, Babette had roast goose, pâté de foie gras, le fromage. Le fromage. That sounds very fancy, no? You know what that means? Cheese. Well, and for dessert, la bûche de Noël, a cake shaped like a Yule log. Now even Francois likes that. Magnifique. Well, then Babette took the little santon of the baby Jesus and put it into the crèche. Enfin, the last thing Babette did before going to bed was to put out her shoes for me to fill with treats and goodies. Last year, though, Babette was a little, how you say that word? Devilish. This was the shoes that I found near the house with her name on it. Now, if this is Babette's shoe, Babette is a grand PA, a Bigfoot. Well, the next day, Christmas morning, Babette jumped out of bed, rubbed her eyes, and woke Francois to go with her to see what I had left under the tree. Well, you know Francois, oh, he took his time because, well, he does not believe in Christmas. He does not believe in Père Noël, remember? Well, when the children finally got to the tree, oh, they discovered an amazing thing. 3 centons to put in the crèche just as my little friend had wished. Only one was carved to look like Uncle Louis. And one was carved to look like the doubting Francois. And of course the last one was carved to look like the sweet little Babette herself. Well, you know, my little friend concludes her letter by saying, so you can see, I think Christmas is a very magical day. I'll take a Christmas tree, a centon, and you, Père Noël. Love, Babette. Isn't that sweet? But that, mes amis, is a little taste of the Christmas season here in France through the eyes of a delightful child. A sneaky one, but a delightful one nonetheless. Oh, and by the way, you know, I received a letter today from, guess who? Francois! You see, I think he does believe in Père Noël, just a little bit. Oh, it was very high-tech. He emailed it to me, perenoel@perenoel.com. But what about you? Do you believe in Christmas?
I do.
Do you believe in Père Noël? Oh, très bien, très bien. Well, then let me hear you say Merry Christmas in my language. Joyeux Noël on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, music to Père Noël's ears. Well, merci, au revoir, and most importantly, Joyeux Noël, Merry Christmas, everyone. Merci, merci. Well, I will be here for a few more moments. If anyone would like a picture with Père Noël, we'll be making a line, please, right over here, and keeping the spot here clear for our photographers.